Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo along with Andrew Chang here. We are taking you through the late afternoon games for Week 17 of the 2020 NFL season. It is this game coming up is the LA Chargers going to the Kansas City Chiefs. This is battle of the AFC West. The Chargers are actually the favorite here at -4.5, and your total is 42.5. So LA would get teased across the 0-2 +1. The Chiefs would get teased up to +10.5. Your over gets teased down to 36.5, and your under gets teased up to 48.5.
Okay, rookie of the year, my boy, Jay Herbert. Man, he's going into this game. I remember this was his
first game,
debut game,
week 2. Yep.
And he did pretty well for just coming off the bench and being like, hey, you're starting.
The defense helped him, but yeah, he definitely held his own.
Yes, so
they were leading.
I know, and there was that field goal that just, God, KC, woo, boy, oh
yeah, man,
boy.
Butker made 3 of them, and only one of them counted.
God, that's terrible. But yeah, I mean, we all know that KC has clinched. They're going to be resting their players. You have a lot of players that are being rested or out for injury. So this includes personnel like Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill,
Patrick Mahomes.
There's
a pretty good chance Bell also gets sat, and of course, Elaire is out.
Yeah, maybe even Travis Kelce. They say he's a key players, and I think he's a pretty big key player.
Yeah, I would think they're resting Kelce.
So seeing that, and the Chargers really have nothing to play for, but they are kind of having this energy around this rookie of the year. I'll say that he probably will be the rookie of the year.
There's nobody close in second to get rookie of the year. Yeah. Even somebody like Justin Jefferson or whoever, Jonathan Taylor. There's nobody close to Herbert. Herbert's had such a good season as a rookie. I mean, if Burrow was 100% and he played the entire season, he would be up there.
Maybe, yeah.
Right neck and neck with them, but Herbert's been too good to not get it.
That and a lot of the Chargers, besides like a couple blowout, well, I think there was only one blowout game.
That they lost?
Yes.
Of course there was only one blowout game.
To the Patriots? Crazy. Bill
Belichick against rookie quarterbacks.
But yeah, so I'm not really worried that the Chargers won't win. But if I tell you that I'm taking the Chargers at +1.5, this guy over here is going to say, well, Andrew, there's no value to that, so you can't take it. I'm
not saying you can't take it. I don't take it.
You just love killing the EV value, Andrew. It's like, you know what, Danny? I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
I don't care. I like it. So, Chad Henne, if you're wondering, he will start for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think he migrated from Adam Gaze Miami team.
Henne's been around at a few teams. Miami was one of them.
That's what I remember him on.
Yeah. He's been at one or two other teams.
And I really don't think he is... I don't think he started a game for maybe 2 good years, I think.
I'd have to look back at it, but yeah.
Yes.
He's okay. He's a backup. He's a backup's backup. Clipboard guy.
Clipboard guy. Gatorade guy.
I'm okay with that. You can pay me 6 figures to hold a clipboard for a few years.
Here you go, Mr. Mahomes. Here you go, Mr. Moore. For the longest...
Well, Moore's not even the main backup now.
So I thought, wow, KC is so confident. They're going to rest their first and their second string quarterback.
That's not resting your second string. I told you this. I told you this before. I'm like, that's not resting your second string. That's just saying Henne is your second stringer.
Dude, I'm just saying that Matt Moore saw minutes as a KC Chief.
Last season, of course. Yeah, but that just means that Reed likes Henne more. That's all.
Well, we'll see. You
don't rest a backup. That's not what you do.
We'll see tomorrow. So, Danny, I know you already knew what I was gonna pick, and I knew that you knew I wouldn't care. So,
of course.
What is the play on this matchup if you want to go by the value? Tell me.
Well, there's not much in terms of value. There's a lot of people that are passing on this game. There are some sharps that do like the Chargers at -4.5 because they think that with essentially KC resting pretty much all their starters that they're going to just not do much. But one of the things is that the Chargers are also resting players. So here's a list of who's not going to play. Here's who's sitting: Joey Bosa, Brian Bulaga, Casey Hayward, Keenan Allen. Those are all very key players for the Chargers, and they're all sitting.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Well,
Helps to read the news, or yeah.
Well, I don't think.
You don't think it's?
I don't think I'm that worried. I think we. Oh, we.
Oh man, yeah. See, told you. Number one man crush for 2020.
Man, dude, hey.
And that was proof of it.
Look, when you have it,
and that Justin Herbert jersey's on its way.
When you're a fan of the Texans, man, you
flock to any team.
You gotta have it. You gotta have another team. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have another team. And this is not a bad pick, but I think in the previous weeks when Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and all their wide receivers were a little banged up and hurt, they still came out with the win. They still came out to cover. So I'm really okay with that against a KC who's really going to take it easy. And, they have their vision of the end game. And the end game is literally dominating in the playoffs, going in, getting momentum, and going to the Super Bowl again. So I really don't think that they're really worried about the Chargers. They could care less. So I'm still okay with that choice.
Yeah, that's okay. I get it. I figured it wouldn't change your mind much anyways.
No, it would not.
Now, if Justin Herbert's not playing, that's different.
Oh, yeah, no. Pull my name out of that if he's not playing, dude. If it's Tyrod Taylor's going in,
that's hilarious.
Cancel the bet. I bet you if Tyrod Taylor went in, it would be KC -4.
Probably be a pick 'em, to be honest. Probably a pick 'em.
I would probably pick KC to win that.
Of course you would. But for me, I'm not going to pick a side in this. I don't like either of the sides in terms of teasers. I'm going to take the total here. I'm going to go with the under because KC, I predict KC not to have a lot of points in the game, and the Chargers aren't going to have their full array of the offense, so I think they're not going to get a whole lot of points in the game either. So I'm going to take the under at 48.5, and trend is, if Vegas puts the lines out at 48.5, at 48 or lower, it is more likely this season to hit the under. So I'm going to run with that here, and I just don't see as much offense coming out. I mean, if KC only puts up 10 points, you need the Chargers to score 5 touchdowns and a field goal, which they could do, but they don't have their full array of all their weapons and offense. So I don't know if I can see them getting to 36.
I don't know. I just don't think KC, even if they're just not taking this game seriously, this and that, I don't think they'll just score 10 points. I think it's probably going to be around like 20-something.
I don't know. It's hard to trust.
It is hard.
It's hard to trust a team of backups. It really is.
Yeah, it could just like all your starters could be right here, and then like your backups, they're just way down there just for cap space.
So you like the over more? A little bit more? Just because it's so low, 36?
Yeah, I understand where your worry is, though, and I understand why you bet the under, which is not a bad bet, but at the same time, someone's playing for their job here. Anthony Lynn is probably playing for his job. He's coaching for his job, so you might be a little surprised.
He shouldn't be the coach next season.
I'm hoping that he won't. Herbert needs some good guidance to be really great. Yeah. So. But yeah, I just like the over. I'm an over guy.
Yeah, you're an over guy. We know.
Once it's like 36 and a half points or whatever, you're just like,
done.
Yeah. You can just switch to another game or do some more homework on another bet. So
there you go.
But I'm sticking to the Chargers, plus 1.5 to win against Kansas City at their home with third and second strings.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And I like the under in this game, under 48.5. I'm expecting low scoring with a bunch of backups, and that's my justification to it.
There we go.
So let us know in the comments how you think this game is going to go. If you're picking, which backup side are you choosing to follow in this game? Which one you're betting? Let us know in the comments. We always like seeing it. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us in this preview video for Week 17. Stay tuned. We've got a few more games coming up, plus prime time. But until then, make sure you get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease.